Welcome, folks, to this episode of The Shoney Show. And if you are watching on YouTube, then you're probably realising that this is a completely different background from my home office, and I'm also completely freeballing it with this microphone and setup at the minute. But I am actually out in New York for just over a month at the moment, visiting the fiance and working from out here, which is pretty cool, except for that I'm Scottish and 32 to 34 degrees every day is absolutely torture. So plenty of AC, good to be indoors today and filming this episode of The Shoney Show. And this one is all about using urgency at scale. Now, this is something that comes up a lot, and I also talk very often, live events, different presentations, in the podcast, on my social media, about creating more offers. The thing is that people often think that if they've only got one service or one product, then they can't create more offers. Second of all, they also don't want to be a completely offer-based company, and I completely get that as well. They also don't want to look unauthentic in the urgency that they create. So I can completely get that one, because if we lose trust, that whole thing of know, like, and trust, the most important part of it is the trust element, and if we lose that trust, we are done. We've lost that lead. That is not coming back. We have to stay authentic in the offers that we create. If we're going to say urgency, we need that urgency to be authentic. And so when you see a landing page that you land on, and it's like these evergreen webinars, like, I lose respect completely right away when people are saying that sign up for the webinar, then you click through and it's, oh man, can you believe that the webinar's starting in 6 minutes? And then they play it like it's a live webinar, and they're speaking to fake people on the side of the webinar. Oh, it's so great to have an international business. So and so says that this is their millionth sale of this week. Yeah, that sort of stuff, completely unauthentic. I lose respect for it straight away, and I think everybody else does as well. But something that we can do is create authentic urgency at scale. Now, I had somebody reach out to me this week specifically, and that's what gave me the idea for creating this podcast. And it's something that comes up quite often, which is somebody actually is running a campaign, and it's doing quite well in the sense of the vanity metrics, if you will. So this person was running a really nice looking advert. It actually had a great offer attached to it as well. And they were getting lots of clicks at a really low cost through to their landing page, but they weren't getting people making purchases. Now, this was for a hotel business, and what they were doing was they were sending people to book getaways or booking rooms in November, and they could get a 25% off discount. Something that works really well, especially if you're using custom audiences, could be that offer. But people weren't taking action on it. So what does that tell us? That people were interested, but they didn't feel like they needed to purchase. When that's the case, the two things that we usually look at is, first of all, is the landing page. So is the landing page up to scratch? If that is a yes, if we can say that this is a good landing page, it ticks a number of these specific boxes. The next thing is, how much urgency is there in the offer? If there's no urgency there, then people are just going to procrastinate on it because they'll think that they can purchase tomorrow, the next day. And this is the thing that we all get into as well, is I'll purchase this in an hour's time, or this evening, or tomorrow. And in our own heads, we think we absolutely will. But life gets in the way. We completely forget about it. We close down our laptop and the tab's gone. It's just gone. We completely forget about it. It was our intention to book the next day, but we've forgotten. Life's got in the way. And that's just a regular thing for everybody, which is why remarketing's so good as well. But if people aren't taking action on that offer right there, then something that we need to create is urgency around the offer. Now, the first suggestion here is that we can create something like a closing date that ends tomorrow at midnight. If people see that, especially if we're remarketing to people who already hit that landing page, and we're getting back in front of them to tell them that the 25% off rooms in November are ending tomorrow at midnight, then that's a really good advert, and that should get people to take action. Now, the thing that worries most people in this sort of situation when I say about instilling urgency like that, like a closing date into an offer, is they say, but what if I haven't sold out of the thing that I'm trying to sell out of at the end of it? And I completely get that, because they don't want to be unauthentic, which is exactly what I say to everybody as well. Don't be unauthentic with it. You want to be as authentic as possible around any offer like that. But what you can do is you can create different offers that close at different dates, and they can be around different things. So the next month it could be 10% off bookings in October, or the next month it could be a getaway package in November. So it could be 2 nights plus dinner in the restaurant at a very specific offer. So you're creating and packaging different offers around the same thing that you have, which is rooms in a hotel. So you've got one service there, but you're packaging it up into different offers all the time that have different closing dates, and you can run a different offer every single week, and you can take what you would be willing to spend per day for 7 days, and you can couple it into 2 or 3 days of urgency to get people to take action on these offers. It's a really, really epic thing that you can do to create urgency authentically that is ongoing and ongoing and ongoing. You can create offers all the time. Like I was saying to the program members last night on the live, you can create, well, something that I tell people to do when this is not their strategy at all, is give them the challenge of 5 offers in 5 weeks. Write down on a piece of paper right now 5 different offers that you're going to create. Even if it's around one specific service, just switch it up. It might be 20% off the service right now. Next week it might be a £10 off coupon. That could work out at exactly the same deal, but it's packaged up in a different way. So you're going to come up with 5 offers, put them out, high urgency, use remarketing, use Facebook ads, use your email list, use your social media, and put it out there. 5 offers in 5 weeks. That's your challenge. And this has been The Shoney Show. This has been some snackable size content, and I will see you on the next episode of The Shoney Show.